Well, hello again, my little rapscallions. Pat Flynn here, and today we're going to talk about the two most important things when it comes to fat loss. The enigma of fat loss. You got a chubby body, and you want to shrink it down. What is the most important thing that you could do? By the way, I used to have a chubby body, and I was able to shrink it down. And these are the two most important things of all the advice that you hear about fat loss that made the biggest difference for me and my clients. They're super simple. I'm just going to give them to you, and we could end the video after 45 seconds. But if you stick around, I'll give a little bit more detail. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. The two most important things when it comes to fat loss would be this: lift weights, eat protein. This doesn't mean that other things aren't important, but when it comes to focusing on little hinges that swing big doors, the most important things you could focus on if you want to recompose, lose fat, and build more muscle. Most people don't want to just lose weight, right? You want to lose fat and you want to harden up a bit. Then you need to focus on lifting weights and eating protein. Let me tell you why these things make such an important difference. When you lift weights, you wind up burning more calories automatically rather than just manually. It forces your body to grow more muscle and strength. It creates a more metabolically expensive environment, and you are just naturally going to burn more calories. And if you're consistent with it over time, you will naturally recompose. You will be gaining muscle, you'll be losing body fat, you will become harder. And indeed, you will become leaner if, alongside the working out, the resistance training specifically, you also clean up the nutrition side of things. Sometimes people say that fat loss happens in the kitchen. There's a lot of truth to that, but when it comes to the full story, it's a both and. Exercise improves motivation, it improves or accelerates your metabolic rate, makes you feel good, helps to increase willpower and discipline, and that in turn obviously feeds into your nutritional practice. Now, you have probably also heard it said, not incorrectly, that calories matter. They do matter a lot. Yes, calorie control, cows, calories. They can come from cows, but we're talking about measurement of energy. Those things, they matter. You want to get them under control. If you want to lose weight, you do need to achieve some sort of a calorie deficit. But here's why I like to focus on protein. Counting calories by themselves can be tedious. It doesn't always give you a concrete plan of exactly what to eat. But if you focus on protein, you will boost your satiety. You will be fueling your workouts. Protein has a higher thermic effect, and it is delicious. I mean, where do you get protein from? You get it from delicious things like meat, and that's pretty good to eat, right? It's not boring like broccoli. You should eat broccoli. There's fiber, and aside from protein, fiber is a good thing to have, but it's not that hard to eat protein, right? There's lots of things that most people like that are pretty protein rich. Of course, there's lots of things that are protein rich that aren't totally conducive to a healthy diet, like standard American food type of deal, but you can achieve a lot if you just focus on a daily protein target. So let me get a little bit more specific now. We have the two principles: lift weights, eat protein. What does this look like in practice? Let's start with the latter. What should you do with the protein thing? Well, here's what I think you should do. I think you should take whatever body weight that you want to weigh. Say you want to weigh 150 pounds. Say you currently weigh 710 pounds. You want to weigh 150 pounds. Sometimes you will hear people say, eat your body weight in grams of protein per day. But if you weigh 710 pounds, that's a lot of protein. You might not want to eat that much protein. Instead, eat the amount of protein in grams per day for how much you want to weigh. So if you want to weigh 150 pounds, eat 150 grams of protein. That's going to be plenty. It's a great target. It's going to satiate you, and it will almost always automatically help you to control your calories overall because of the satiety effect. Just protein is sort of the magic thing. This is well studied, by the way. A lot of dietary things, they sort of just, one diet is as well as another diet as long as you control calories. One real difference maker that we do see consistently is when you push protein up, good things happen in terms of fat loss and muscle retention and satiety. So target whatever you want to weigh in grams of protein per day. Focus on the good stuff, the eggs, the fish, the lean meats. Protein shakes are perfectly fine. Those can be a really helpful tool as well. So there you go, very simple. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to say anything more about it. It's done. Leave it there. The next thing we're going to discuss is lifting weights. I'm going to keep it super simple. 3 days per week. You've seen that in a movie. 3 days per week, you're going to focus on compound exercises that have a high degree of neuromuscular facilitation. There's a phrase you can sell for a lot of money. That makes your mind and body connection do good things, right? That burn a lot of calories, right? The big movements, the pressing, the pulling, the hinging, the squatting, things like military presses, pull-ups, bent over rows, deadlifts, front squats, lunges, those types of exercises, the basics, the fundamentals. And what I want you to do 3 days per week, you could do more if you want, but 3 days is really solid. You can get a lot done with 3 days per week. I want you to go and do a full body workout. I want you to do a couple of sets, somewhere between 2 to 4 sets of anywhere between 6 to 12 reps with these big compound exercises. And I want you to push the intensity. I really want you to work hard. I want you to work with a weight where you are close to failure for each of those sets. Just pick one exercise per major movement pattern. So think of a push, a pull, a hinge, a squat. If you want, you can do a little extra something for the abs, like ab wheels or leg raises or something like that. 2 to 4 sets, 6 to 12 reps, use a high intensity. Other than that, I just want you to walk a lot. I want you to sleep. I want you to drink water, have a little broccoli, pet cats, play video games. I don't know, relax, do good things, and have a nice day, because this is definitely the end of the video. And I want you to subscribe to the channel if you find this information helpful or at least moderately interesting. Consider sharing it if you want more specifics about diet and exercise and being more productive with your efforts in and out of the weight room. Let me know. And also share your thoughts. Have you found success with lifting weights and eating protein? If so, I'd love to hear what else you might add or focus on for those who are looking to have a stronger and leaner year. Let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time. Real quick before I forget, if you want something to help you with the lifting habit, check out my website, 101kettlebellworkouts.com. That's 101kettlebellworkouts.com. You can download a free PDF. It's big, it's fat, and it's full of 101 of my very favorite metabolic kettlebell routines. Check it out.